just to recap what we've done so far in the show, I introduced your name and said you were a client and that you
think that
have
I have
some
good questions. Hold on. You think that I have nice questions for you today, but really, it feels like it's a whole scam. My lips, they feel like they have blisters on. Are you eating the same thing I'm eating?
Oh, God.
Oh! Oh my God. Maybe we shouldn't do that.
I saw a buy my house.
One of the other.
And why does it cost so much?
You're supposed to pace yourself here. Didn't you learn your lesson? I'm halfway through this now.
Once we started and we were on track, it was easy to do like gnawing. I think I have the same problem. That's why I have a weight problem when I'm distracted.
From the Denovo Realty Studios in sunny Brevard County, Florida, the most important podcast on the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, Denovo Realty Radio.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Denovo Realty Radio. And today I have a special guest, Mr. Jeffrey Douberly. And Jeff was a previous client of mine, and he is going to be asking myself some common home buyer and seller questions that they think about the real estate industry. So, what you got on your mind, Mr. Jeff?
Not only for myself, but for the general population. It seems like you guys make a lot of money for selling my house. Why can't I sell my house myself?
So the short answer is you technically can sell your house yourself. You can do a for sale by owner, and you can do that on your own. However, there is a reason why the average is 13% more if you list it with an agent. And there are several reasons behind that. You know, general public who doesn't deal with this all the time, doesn't know how to market the property correctly, stage the property, negotiate when offers come in, you know, appraisal terms, inspection terms, financing terms, things that they don't, you know, run into every day. And that's where you hire us as the experts to guide you through that. And that's why we get you 13% more than listing the property yourself. So if you want to leave money on the table, you can list it with yourself as a for sale by owner. So technically you can do that. However, I'd highly recommend against it.
Going back to your 13%, is that enough to deal with your crap?
Absolutely. I'm an amazing, you know.
You are. Not all of them, but you.
Shower of houses and amongst the other things that we get to spend time together.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And, you know.
I can't look at a house by myself.
You certainly could if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But you would probably write your contract all wrong and get sued.
Yeah, but I could probably Google a contract. How hard is that, right? I mean, they're probably all the same. You're changing the name and a few numbers. How can it be much different? Leave the washer and dryer. I get it.
The problem comes along, what do you do when an inspection situation comes up where the house doesn't appraise?
What do you do?
There's a lot of things you can do.
Yeah, well, you better start explaining.
All right. All of it comes down to experience and having done it over and over again. As a buyer, representing a buyer, you know, I've gotten tens of thousands of dollars from my clients for repairs that if they hadn't known what repairs cost and have that, you know, knowledge of doing repairs, that they wouldn't have been able to negotiate that. And the same thing from the seller side, because you'll get a buyer come along and they'll ask you for this thing, you know, for this large credit or repairs of things. And having the expertise of doing it a bunch of times, you're going to know how to handle the situation, and you're going to know whether or not it's a realistic thing that should even be asked for.
And that's not something that I could just find searching the internet.
You can't do that. And that's, I think, forever for us as real estate agents, we're able to provide value to the clients because that is not something that you can Google. And it takes having done it a bunch of times and learning throughout the transaction on how to handle it.
Why do I get text messages from people wanting to buy my house?
You're going to get, so there's a couple different things. There's these wholesalers and what they do. You'll get a lot of text messages from, I get them as well. They'll offer to buy your house, and usually it's just cash, sight unseen, or maybe they're going to do limited inspections, but they want to buy your house and make money off the sale. So they are going to offer you less for your house than if you go and list it, you know, with a real estate agent, because they've got to make money. What the wholesalers do actually is a lot of times they'll buy the property You look very excited about this topic, by the way. They will buy the property and they will assign they will negotiate with you. Say your house is $200,000, then they'll find a buyer on the other end for $225,000. Assign the contract to them and make $25,000 without having to purchase the home. But the point of it is, those text messages that you get are, wholesalers or someone wanting to get a discount on your house to make money. Hopefully that clears it up.
This is another question. Why do I see all the ads on television? Well, they're offered to pay my closing costs. And you won't pay my closing costs. Plus, you're stealing money out of my pocket on the commission anyway.
So what I can do, so to begin with, as a buyer, you actually don't pay your real estate agent any money. Real estate commissions are paid for the seller in the state of Florida. And we are, as agents, able to negotiate closing costs, maybe paid for on behalf of the seller. But as far as the lenders go, oftentimes what you'll run into is that they are rolling your closing costs into your actual loan itself. So you're actually still paying the closing costs, which is just part of your mortgage.
I don't have a witty response to that. So just to be clear, I still don't understand fully what it is that you do besides put a sign in my front yard with your ugly face on it.
Okay. Well, I'll give you an overall, synopsis from the beginning. We are responsible for everything from, making sure the property is
Before you finish that, you keep using words like synopsis. Is it you like to use big words to confuse your sellers and buyers? Or is that just...
Well, I do need to, sometimes use smaller words for some of my clients, which I guess in your case was maybe an appropriate thing to do.
No, I understand.
So I apologize for that.
Yeah.
Or use, I'll try to keep them under
That's
5
how you
letters.
took more of my money?
Yes, exactly. So, anyways,
I'm good. I'm not even gonna make a face for us.
From staging the property at the beginning, preparing it for marketing, to marketing the property itself, exposing it to the most number of buyers possible through internet and online lead ads and etc., to negotiating offers when they come in, scheduling showings, coordinating inspections, appraisals, doing the contracts, addendums, coordinating with lenders, title companies, escrow deposits, as well as also being experts in psychology and therapy sessions that we do with most of our clients. You were being
experts in taking more of my money.
If one of them, you were, a big head case, so this always makes it significantly more difficult for us to do our jobs correctly. So I'd like to thank you for that. Anyways, well, thanks for watching our worst episode yet. We'll see you next time. I'm not doing it.
But in reality, it's undeniable that using Garrett and Denovo Realty helped me reach all my goals in selling my home. And that's why I came here today and eating these hot peppers and promoting Garrett because he made it such an amazing experience for me, and I'm sure he can do that for anybody else who decides to use him. Is there anything else
That's
you're
it.
Paying me to say?
Thanks for coming on. Adios, muchachos.
Now go!